What's up, everybody? What's going on? I hope all is well with each and every one of you. Many of you already know who you're here with, who you're tuned into, but for those of you that do not know, I am the futurist herself, the one and only Her Excellency, and I'm here to get you acquainted with the future realm amongst many other things. Now, I want to say something really briefly because something was brought to my attention from one of my followers. And I'm not really sure who this person is or whatever the case may be that was in my comment section, but I am going to say this. All right. Now, you have a lot of people that cannot see beyond there now because they're caught up into you, monitoring you, including your family. And we already know how that goes. All right. As far as that goes, they have always monitored you. Why? You can't expect anything different from them. That is why. All right. Now, it can be for various reasons, but we already know how this goes, all right? Family, co-workers, people you see in the passings, old childhood friends, people you went to school with, associates, college friends, whatever. Unfortunately for them, they think you really don't know, right? But you do. You are their research project, so to speak, all right? But they're stuck in time. They're not really moving beyond time. They're not future focused because they're too busy focused on you, what you got going on, how you got it going on, what you look like. And don't forget where you've been and who you've been there with. I could go on for days. You see, these people have their little satanic, hellish realm, miserable little accomplices too. Men and women that think they can step up to the plate, I guess, and get the job done. They think they can get some things done for them and also to make them look good too. I guess to knock you out of your realms and dimensions so they can go hither on up in God. But like I already told y'all, like Mr. T, I pity the fool. Wait a minute. These people really think that they could defeat and conquer you, but yet the people that they talking to couldn't even do it. How that make sense? The blind leading the blind? Really? Filth for filth? Let me tell you something. The only thing that they're reaching out and touching is the phone. To touch that touch screen phone with them touch screen digits, to listen to these demonic defeated foes that you have already conquered and stomped on, literally, to hear what they're saying audibly from their satanic hellish realm about you. That's what they're coming in fellowship with. That's their guide to know all about you. Because remember, they're your research project. They monitored you. And that's the only way they're getting insight and foresight about you from the mouth of someone that sits in a satanic realm. That's already defeated. That's already been conquered, stomped on, dragged and ragged, and ran through, and all the above. And then when they hang that phone up, because that's the only thing they seek and find out about you, that's the only thing. They're not really hearing from God. They're not really seeing anything on the behalf of anything pertaining to you. And when they hang up the phone, you know what they're doing? They're going to hit the live button and portray like they seen something in the realm of the spirit. That's what they're going to do to their viewers, to whoever follow them, like they somewhere in a realm of the spirit, like they summon one realm and dimension, and they really not. They're a counterfeit. They're fake. They ain't in the things of God like that. They're in a realm of darkness. They're not really truthfully in the things of God. They don't really know the Holy One of Israel. They don't really know Yahweh. They don't really know El Shaddai. They don't know Jehovah Jireh the way they think they do. They don't really know El Elyon the way they think they do. And I could go on and on and on. They're not really travailing in the realm of the spirit. They're not really trying to live a consecrated life. They don't really know sanctification like that. No, they don't. They're not really fasting and seeking. No, they not. They're not really seers like that. They're not really hearing. So how they think they're gonna kick you out of a realm and dimension with they filth? They not heeding to that higher call to see a future thing for themselves or their family. They ain't doing none of that. And since they think they bossed up and they flossed up, right? They reaching out to touch you. Them people that's monitoring you, right? How they not seeing you to reach out and actually touch you? They ain't doing none of that. See, we don't live in doubt nor no fear over here. That's not what we do. And they got these things mixed up and confused over here at Futuristic Visions and Dreams. That's what they really do. So let's get it really right about what we do over here, since they're confused. They're delusional. They're not really in the knowing thereof. They have a lack thereof of knowing. See, here at Futuristic Visions and Dreams, we know futurism. We know eschatology, right? This is about the Abrahamic faith. And I'm not new to that. Maybe you are. But then again, you don't really know who you think you know like that. You don't really know El Elyon like that, the way you think you do. You're not in dimensions of mercy the way you think you are. You're not in dimensions of faith the way you think you are. You are a counterfeit. You are a fake. You think you could take on my persona? You think you could talk all light and sweet because they try to tell you how I am? Because they've been around me, they think they know me? They couldn't even defeat me. You don't stomp on the devil's head like I do. You don't dance like David did, like I do. I really dance. Yes, I do. I dance like David did, and I dance well. I really put a praise on it. I doubt if you do. I don't talk a talk that I don't walk. I really live it. Please. These people so fake. These people so fake up here. You could never take on my persona. You can never do that, right? You can never do that. You really thought somebody wasn't going to come back and tell me what you really said? And first of all, I already knew you was a fake, and I already knew it was people around me that was doing it. But you know what? Sometimes God will bring things to you and allow you just to take things in. And trust me, the people that's telling you this already know this because I already stomped them out. I'm pretty sure they told you that too. And guess what? Don't think that if you wasn't around me, you wouldn't have got handled neither. Time reveals all things, sweetie. I don't know why people think that they're exempt. I don't know why. Maybe because they think you're weak. Maybe because, sometimes people just look at you and they just automatically assume that that you're so easily to just take over, right? Maybe your size, maybe your height. But sometimes I just have to say, God, just keep me, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you spaz out, it's very unfortunate for other people. It's very unfortunate, right? It's very unfortunate because some people think, it's just whatever it may be when they flare up. Like they really scaring somebody. Like they really scaring somebody. And they so much of a fake. That's why they're all over the place, right? They have no real true word in them. They have no real true word in them. And when I mean stumped out in the word. They have no real word in them. They're all over the place in realms, and they all over the place in dark realms and dimensions, but yet trying to say that you are. Really? Look at what you have produced on your channel. Look at what you're talking about. You're all over the place. You have no real organic things of God. To be organic in his realm is to know the origins of the organic creator. And he will create the organic things within you, and you will speak organically, which means you don't have to speak anything else that anybody else is talking about. You don't have to take anything else that anybody else is talking about. You have your own. because he designed you specifically for a time for this. He has called you for something, for a future thing, and you are sure of it because you are sure enough in him. Don't nobody need to rob nothing from nobody else, take nothing from nobody else. You have your own thing in him. The only other thing you can do with others that's in Christ Jesus or within the Abrahamic faith is fellowship in a good thing and brotherly love. You are of a counterfeit spirit. That's what you are. You can never take on my persona and you ain't knocking nobody off. You ain't plucking nobody out their realms and dimensions. He ain't calling you to the higher call within these realms and dimensions that he set me in to reign and rule. Let me tell you something. And this thing called futuristic visions and dreams is a lot of things in which I speak of that you know nothing of, which is why you got to have your ear so attentive to then repeat what I say, because you can't elaborate beyond what I say, right? Because you can't see nothing beyond. You're stuck in the now and stuck on me. That's what it is. That's what it is. See, when you're a futurist, right? There's so many different multi dimensions. Some of these people are just one dimension. This kitchen talk, this telephone talk, right? This is what they do, right? And so when you work, right? When you work, right? I work outside of this and you meet people. You in spaces and places amongst people that sit in high places. And God allows you to see some things and to do some things. And he cultivates you for a future thing. And he builds you within. And he gets you to a place where you don't get caught up in emotionalism and materialism because you've been there, done that. You done been around millionaires for real, for real. And you still can sit with one, hold the keys of one, if you know what I mean. It don't matter what realm you in. You actually do that in real life, right? You don't have to sell nothing to do it, right? You don't have to sell nothing to do it because it's just something about you, right? That's why when people try to throw up your past, it don't bother you, right? Some people in their past, they have fell subjected to certain things in certain stages in their life and where they developed. And that's why they're always trying to throw up yours. But see, when you look in your past, there's a lot of fun you had. There's a lot of fun you had in each stage that you develop. And whatever happened, you grew past that. You developed past that. Some people ain't really healed. They front like they are. They fell subjected to certain things. So they look in the past at the younger than of what they should have, could have been. While God is calling you to a future you, a older you, you look forward to that because you know there's opportunities there for you. And guess what? You can still have opportunities in certain other areas, but you choose not. And if God bring those things to you, so be it. Some people are not past certain things in their past. They're inflicted. They're inflicted. The developmental stages of life can bring a lot. And where there's developmental stages of life, there's age in life. Some people are still stuck in a certain age and it's a younger age. Grow up. Grow up. Right? But getting back to work, sometimes God has, caused you to not be so emotional. And so when you're at work, when certain things arise as a futurist, you see the future of a business. You see the future of a thing, of the one that owns a thing, because he can mentor you so you can begin to own a thing. Understand what I'm saying? You learn about generational wealth from one that has gained generational wealth. You sit underneath that umbrella. You learn, you grow, you evolve. You thank God for that. You hold the keys to that. People are so funny. People are so funny. Talk that talk. That's right. That's right. We do chiefly things over here. We do chiefly things over here, right? For real, for real. They try to carry a persona. They could never do that. They could never do that. They're counterfeits. They're fakes. They're wannabes. They're wannabes, right? They could never get the job done. But for those that think they're the woman or the man for the hour, touch that landmark and make that feet touch that pavement and reach out and touch me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, right? So it's some things that goes on at the job that stirs up, right? And everybody is caught up in their emotions. They're devastated. But sometimes God will allow peace to be still within you. It don't even touch you. It doesn't even phase you because it's nothing. And that future thing that he's cultivated within you is right for that time. You know the season for that future thing, for that business. And your name is called upon. You see that future thing for that business. And it's for you to discern the season of the time for that business. Trust me. This is what happened to me. And I had to discern the sound and the temperament of all that was going on. Only me. And you can talk to the coworker that I know that knows people that goes back and tells everything. And people think you're so stupid. They think you're so stupid. It's so funny. Sometimes you just never say nothing because it's so beneath you. It's so beneath you. When you're hither on up, some things are just so beneath you. People, grow up, grow up. But this is what they've always done since you was younger. So what can you expect, right? They think they're doing something. These people think they're doing something, and they really hit the live button and go live like they throats is talking that holy talk. You don't got no holy talk. You ain't got no holy throat like that. Please. You got a different type of throat, but it ain't holy, right? So when you discern, God allow you to be in different dimensions of discernment. And when he's allowing you to discern for that business, for that season, it's an amazing thing because he has now allowed you to understand emotionalism is not about materialism. Discern the sound and dimension in which that sound is coming from for that business owner, for the culture of the business, that he's entrusting you with that because you will soon need that for yourself. Right. So while these people think they got aim, while they're trying to monitor you, the only thing they monitoring is fleshly things, what you got on, what your hair look like, what sneakers you wearing, all that basic stuff, all that basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? And try to use that against you spiritually, in the realm of darkness. You know what I'm saying? So that they can try to, compete with you with the same stuff. Please. Okay. Bye. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Small talk, people. Small talk. This ain't nothing major. This ain't nothing big time. We talking weighty stuff though, but they ain't nothing big time. They small time. Small talk. Small talk. See what I'm saying? We don't live in doubt. We don't live in fear. We don't live in nothing like that over here. We going hither on up. All right? We going hither on up. You already know what I talked about for 2025. You see what I'm saying? This is why they attacking. They mad. They upset. They tight. They tight. You know what I'm saying? But who would it be other than me that will get them like that? It wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. But like I said, God is going to cultivate you for a future thing, and he has to do that within. And when he does that within, it's going to be revealed in time within this tangible realm. Okay. And so that's what he did within me. You can't get caught up in emotionalism, right? And so when I did that, I looked at that. I work with children. And when he allows you to discern that season and discern that time for that business, and you're there listening to that realm and dimension in which those people are speaking out of, that is of great significance because you're covering children. So you can aim at me all you want. You can aim at me all you want. You ain't moving nothing. You ain't plucking nothing. You ain't stopping nothing. I still hold keys. I still hold them things. I'm still in realms and dimensions that you not even in. All right? What are we doing? Yes, he did. Exactly. And when it came time for them to understand what was going on, because it was something heavy that was going on there. And when he called me to do that, when he chose me to do that future thing, to heed to that call, to discern what was going on in that moment, in that hour, in that season for that business, and I spoke to who I needed to speak to, I already knew what was going to get done. It got thrown out, it was done away. God is nothing to play around with. And I was able to see that. I had insight to the foresight of a thing for the business. That's what futurists do on so many different levels. What are you doing? You talking kitchen talk? You sitting at the kitchen table talking? You on the telephone talking, trying to figure out what I'm wearing? Please, please, we making real moves. What are you doing? I pity the fool. I pity the fool. Reach out and touch me, somebody. Reach out. Just reach out. That's what I'm saying. I pity the fool. I'm all done. Okay? I'm all done. I don't have much longer to sit up here and talk about filth. I really don't. It's filth. They're coming from demonic realms and, just filth. Their realms is nothing, I mean, satanic filth. And I'm being nice. I really am. Okay? So thank you for tuning in. People, don't let nobody stop you from dreaming, from believing, having faith. Okay? And I already told you, for your coming out of 2024 and you're going into 2025, okay? You better have some faith for your coming out and your faith for going in.